Guys, how are you today? M, M, no. So my construction journey started in 2013, in July 2013. So and most of the most beautiful things happen when you don't actually plan for them. Like for example, this house, I've always had land, but I didn't have the house. So when I returned from the diaspora, I didn't have where to go. I didn't know if I could fit in my father's house or my mother's house. I'm old and they're going to laugh at me, like we always have that thing. They're going to say, she's been there, what has she done for herself? And I didn't want to go through that. But I was willing to calm myself down. But let me tell you the hassle. I was a singer by then. My hair always made, my nails on point, and I'm living the flashy light. And then reality hit me that now you're broke. You don't have a job because you returned from the diaspora. I'd started a small business as a clothes seller, which went horribly wrong because I was investing so much money in rent and buying merchandise, and I didn't get anything in return, and I was frustrated. If you have been in the diaspora, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you're earning when you're earning like $1,000 and above, and now even $100 is a blessing. You don't know. That was like hard. Anyway, I started with $1,000 to build this house. And because I wanted a temporary, because that's all I had, because I was left with almost no money. By that time I had been back in the country for like 7 months. So I had exhausted all my savings on food, on transportation, trying to invest in the business. And basically I was broke. So I go into one of my friend's place and I'm like, I need you to come and build for me a house, a temporary house, where I can keep my things. And he's like, did you say you're temporary? Do you serve a living God? Like, how will you see goodness if you don't start with something serious? And I'm like, what do I do? So he's like, if you do wood house, it will be nice and cheap. But the problem is our weather in Uganda will not allow you. And then because it's a new place, there's no electricity, there's no nothing. Thieves will disturb you a lot. So I suggest you go with a permanent structure, which is small within your budget. I'm like, I don't have money. He's like, you start, God will finish. So I started with I'm using dollars because it's something that you can convert to your money and to my money, and it makes the same sense. Okay. Yeah. So I started with that, got myself bricks. I just woke up one morning and I'm like, you know what? It's time. And I was so big on trips. I was so big on having nice hair. I was so big on having life, basically. And I had to turn it all down and to stop the music I was doing. And that was like, I felt like I'm defeated. Like, imagine when you have it all and then you're back to zero. Then I started the construction, and then my niece, who still stays in Dubai, God bless her soul, like this girl is like my angel. So she's like, Lynn, you're going to finish. I was like, but the house is small. So I wanted to do one room. But then I realized I had a lot of stuff. And I'm like, so where am I going to put all these things? I can't sell them. I'm attached to them. Now that's my other issue, attachment. So I'm like, you know what? I think they can put for me a temporary place that I can put my bed up and then have my things down. And she was like, I'll help you. I'm like, yay. She brings 1 million shillings. That is like $300. And I'm like, what? Thank you. I was so happy because of the kind of job that she has, but she got to sacrifice that for me. So everything you see did not come in one day. It was one thing after the other, after the other, a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of regret, a lot of pride, a lot of everything you can think of. So I can't tell you that it was very, very easy, because it wasn't. If you ask me, was it worth it? It was very, very much worth it. Though now I've lost touch with my dream, which was to be a musician, sometimes I feel like I don't want to do it anymore, but then sometimes I feel like I can't live without it. So nobody has life figured out. There is always something that is going to shake you. So now this is where we are at with the house, like I told you. I'm very grateful to UG Connect. My house was a mess. There is a point where it came to a standstill because I was broke and I was renting a very expensive house. And then after they had put the iron sheets, I was like, that's it, I'm going to my house. And there were boxes. You can come to my channel and watch that video if you want to see how my house looked, or the first day of my house. It was heartbreaking. My heart was broken. I was honestly shattered, but I'm glad we're here now. So UG Connect comes and does a video about my house, and people comes through for me. So from the roofing up to here, most of it all has been the love of my subscribers. And if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or creating content, don't stop, because you never know when your luck will come, when God will bless you through who or when. Just do it. So now most of everything you see, like the glasses, the windows, I had a very crooked door, a very bad one. And then some subscriber blessed me with a lot of money and I changed everything. Actually, I would have been done with the house a long time ago, but because there were so many mistakes that I needed to correct, I'm still struggling to finish the house. But am I proud? Very, very. So, dear girl child, you can do it. Dear boy child, don't think I don't know the struggles you go through, because we all struggle. But for girl children, especially the single mothers, don't beat yourself around and don't sing about it like you are the first or you're the last one. No, you're not. So it is hard. It is not a bed of roses, but it is very achievable. It's very doable once you stop playing a victim. Fast, wait. No. Bring the food. Yay.
Jump. Ow.